Christian.
I, Wakeup Call, do solemnly swear that the testimony I have come to give before the TRC of Liberia is the truth, nothing but the truth, nothing but the truth. So help me God.
Please be seated. This is on the political and military history of the conflict. So just a military history.
So you're ready for me now?
Yes, sir. Good afternoon and welcome to the public hearings of the TRC. We have invited you to come and address the Commission on its thematic consideration and review of the military and political history of the conflict. And the fact that since the Commission got here, even during its assessment, your name was mentioned prominently as somebody who could assist the Commission in doing its work. And so that's why we thought it fit to invite you to come and join us and address yourself to your experience during the conflict from 1980 or 1979 up to 2003, what you saw, what all you went through, what all you did, and everything, just to assist the Commission in doing its work. The TRC was established as a forum for all Liberians to come and talk the truth of what transpired, so that the history of our country can be written by ourselves, based upon what we know, based upon what we did, based upon what we saw, so that at the end we can have a book and say this is the history of the conflict in Liberia. And by getting all parties involved, we understand the conflict. And once we understand, then we know how to advance recommendation as to how to move our country forward. We are all Liberians, commissioners here. We are all citizens of this country. There is no fear. There is no threat. As a matter of fact, everything that a citizen utters before the Commission is protected. Nobody can ask that person questions about it except they want to. Nobody can use it against them. Even us, the commissioners here, we enjoy protection. Whatever we say, what we do is protected. It cannot be used against us. It was intended so that we can have a free forum where we will interact and discuss. So that is why we have invited you, and we are so happy that you agreed, you took up your busy time away from your farm and your family to come all the way to Cestus to share your experience with your fellow citizens and the Commission, and to contribute your quota to the peace and reconciliation and unity of our country. So we say thanks for coming and welcome.
Okay.
Can you kindly give your full name for the records?
I'm Wakeup Call.
Bob Kofi, can you tell us what you're doing currently?
Repeat again.
What are you doing at the moment, presently? What you do for a living and all of that?
I'm a farmer. I'm doing farming now.
What do you grow on your farm?
I'm trying to grow rice and rubber.
Rice and rubber. Okay. Where do you live?
Satan.
Satan.
Yeah.
Which district?
Central C.
The tank got your knee inside, so that your tongue? You say Za, the time you got Za instead of I ask whether.
No. That's the time ni.
Oh.
That my father have the time.
Okay, that's why I asked. Yes, I know. If you don't mind, can you tell us your date of birth?
Upon 1957, August the 3rd.
Okay, thank you. I will use this time to introduce the commissioners who are here present and will be listening to you. After your statement, we ask questions and then we interact. On the extreme, the first commissioner there is Sheikh Kafuma Kone. Next to him is Per Brown Bull. Next to her, sitting next to me also is Dede Dolope. And then on my immediate left is Massa A. Washington. Next to her is Umusila. And I am Chirum Fuedia. Now you have the floor. You can stand if you want to, or you can sit.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you for me coming in front of you this afternoon. I'm very happy. Only one question I want to ask here is, anyone brought my company?
You want to ask the commissioner or you're asking anybody here?
The commissioner.
No, we have no complaints against you.
Okay. I think I was informed that I'm very happy to be with the TRC, because if you take part in the war, you got to come and make things clear to your people then.
Exactly.
As good citizens.
Yeah.
Standing before you, I'm Bob Kofi Zah. Right now, traditional speaker for Riverside County. Thank you. We're going to start far up. So you hold your peace. And don't worry about leaving, because we want to know how Kofi get into the war, how Kofi managed to be soldier. It was before 1990, I was having my friends. Kofi was not soldier man in the whole thing. Before 1990 war could come, I was an elephant hunter in this country. I hunt for so many years. I catch elephant baby in different countries. I hunt all over this country in Liberia. But through my hunting, my friend then, who they myself used to hunt for with elephant, they were soil men. So these soil guys then, when they myself go in the bush, in the hunting, they part out of play, they encourage them, and they carry me when the war was coming. They went to and told that there was a man that in Riverside can really help to fight some of the war. So my friend then left. We're in a town they call the camp, they call Tingo Camp. Actually, them people to you, I used to live in the bush. I love the bush more than myself. So while we were in the bush hunting, after the car had left, they say war entered Liberia. Most of them gone to the war front. I was with my friend then hunting in the bush. So one afternoon when I go low, I saw a tactical jeep with a full soldier in the jeep. They came, we were playing car. The jeep landed in the camp. They start asking about me. So when I go low, my friend who they call Rafi Raleigh, he said, Kofi, I've been looking for you. We went all the way to your town, but they say you in a bush, and that's what I came here for. But we want for you to go and join the army. The president wants to see you. I myself was afraid because war, they never came for me to go and join army, but they say war entered Butugo. Then you come for me to go join the army. I was too afraid. That's how they took me, they carried me Moria. When we got to Moria, they carried me to the mansion. After they carried me to the mansion, from there, I met with the president too. He asked me some question and whatsoever, and I answered it. He said, okay, right now you are not going to the front, but you were assigned here on the mansion ground. That's how they assigned me to the mansion ground. We were there. When we go low, they say the rebel have crossed the river. They are in Butuo, but they are advancing into Camp. So I say, the people ask me, the one to settle the truth. If any one of y'all can remember, there was a special squad that we have in Montreal. 11-man squad. And those 11 men, they were also elephant hunters. Where special squad, when they promote me to the rank of first sergeant. After the Acacia company, the people advanced in Sargowi to call special squad to go and get company back. That's how they took me from here. That was my first time going to war front. But before you get encounter, they have one junction they call Queen Junction. When we got there, when you look all in the rubber preacher, you will just see the common flag laying down. Everybody died. You will just see the common flag with a puffer human being there. So myself, I say, what? But are there anything we can do? So we pass, we reach Kanta. From Kanta, we move up. Before we go to a town they call Sargowi, before you get to Camp. We put up with the rebel there, we were fighting. That fighting.
So let me say the very pleasant good morning and a warm welcome to Blaze 90.7. This morning, I'd like to say good morning and a warm welcome to your Punch FM dial. This is Blaze 90.7, and of course, it is the program, the radio station that brings you programs of information, entertainment, and education. This is Wake Up Call, your number one early morning program that serves you breakfast in bed. Let me say good morning this wonderful, wonderful morning. Today is Thursday, and of course, it is the 23rd of January AD 2025. Welcome to it. Invite someone to listen along as we bring you information you so desire to listen to. This morning, we're sorry that we have to delay a bit. You know, something happened. I don't want to talk it. So I got caught up along the way. So, but it's good that we are here, better late than never. And I'm here with the guys from the Community Watch Forum. So without much delay this morning, we're gonna cross over to them in Studio B as uh, Alex, the coordinator of District Number 6, Community Watch Forum, will bring you some security updates as they were engaged with yesterday. Uh, So it's wonderful being here this morning. And let me say good morning, uh, Alice.
Yes, good morning, Archie.
Okay. It's good to be here again.
Thank you. I'm happy to be here this morning once again.
So just begin by, letting the people know about some of the operations for the past few days before we can ask maybe any further questions.
Yeah. Okay. Good morning to our good people in Radio Land. I want to say thank you ever so much for listening to this radio. As this station will keep helping the community, helping the district, helping the country to be able to disseminate information and help the police, help the DA to be able to do their work smoothly. Now, yesterday morning, we should have been here yesterday actually.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and we sent you a text. We were on an operation trying to see our best to find out as to the information provided us by the people in the communities, the two communities, that is one the Cooper Farm and the Rapio community. So we decided to do follow up that hour. So in the morning, yesterday morning, we took a tour quietly as we normally do, discuss ourselves and then get in the community to get some information from our people. And we noticed something. Uh, the Cooper Farm ghetto, the ghetto there had a lot of guys in that place. We noticed that due to the pressure from the Community Watch Forum and the people working closely with the Community Watch Forum of Liberia and the leadership of District Number 6. Those guys they have migrated to the YMCA community again. And the guys from the Rocky Bell too, they have already made their way. The new ghetto that was established, and then it was pressured by the community watch for and the people of that community. Those guys left the place. Now they are presently in the YMCA community. Now, if you just take a tour there now, you will see the place like they are burning farm as I speak to you actually. And what is getting us getting us angry is this: we are voluntarily working to serve our country, and then the DA, the Liberia Drug Enforcement Agency, is responsible to clear error. We are there to give them the first hand information, you understand, and they go and do their work. You notice that since we've been discussing this on the radio, they have not been going in our community to push those guys out of the place, and the number have increased as I speak to you. This is very serious. And uh, if you watch from we got information from the Dupero Bell that those guys are trying to make their way to the YMCA because that place is almost like, almost like a different country by itself. They got a name for it, and those guys are creating serious problem in our community. The DEA is being paid. The Drug Enforcement Agency, their officers are being paid. Community Watch Forum is on a voluntary basis. Why should we identify and give them the information on the radio? They don't want to do their work. So what the people are saying in the community is true. That's what we try to believe, that these people are that they are in cahoots with those drugs sellers, and every time on a weekly basis they go and take they go and extract money from those people. So you don't keep the community in such a condition where they try to inconvenience everybody. Now I had a meeting with the GSA role leadership, with Chairman Dave and his leadership. Chairman Dave told us clearly that he's willing to work with the Community Watch Forum, you understand, to be able to clear that place. Now, this is the situation. The community, we also went and did our own background, a check, asking people who interview them. The majority in our community, the people are very tired, and some of them even want to rent their properties to other people and move. You see the kind of embarrassment those guys are causing, and the drug enforcement agency is still sitting watching. Now, the people are also saying that if the government cannot do anything, they will take law into their own hands. The community watch for now is between we are playing dual role. You understand? Talking so that they can wait until the drug enforcement agency can come in. Now we also try meeting with the PCC, because that place, that place is a government area. I came down there in the 80s. You understand? And that place there where the government, the GSA, the OO strap and they were use the place, their government property down there. So right after the war, people started to encroach and try to build things, and the government tried to play low because of right after the war, people were trying to find a place, find a place to be able to relocate, also establish. Now, but you can use the government property, you understand, and then try to damage the citizen. There are horses that we know now that we've got clear information that these people they are the host. So we want the DA to come to us and we'll provide them the information, and they will do that. They will do the rest. So we can be keeping those people in the community while the community is being terrorized. So we are asking the LDA, the Drug Enforcement Agency, that it is your responsibility to go and clear that area. Please go and clear the YMCA job before it gets late.
Have you formally complained to the DEA, beside maybe just coming on the radio and raising this concern? Have you formally informed them? Oh, like there's this community in what, because what I can remember, the people of Palm Bush, for example, back then when the drugs guys were giving tough time in the community, the chairman went to the DEA, make sure that the DEA was team was there 24/6, and having the police also being there every time to get this done. Have you formally, as a team, a community watch room team, have you formally complained to the DEA?
Yeah, definitely. I met with the commander from the language town where they got the Zimbabwe, where the guys used to be. They got an office there. And the last time they came to me, I met with the commander. I introduced myself, showed him my ID card, and I told him how the community is being terrorized. You understand? And I also met with those guys from the Tupelo Belt, around the Shara area, where they got the other office. They are aware. You understand? They are aware. They are aware of the information, and they have been coming there, arresting people, and for different crimes, not for drugs. Could you imagine? The people come in and arrest somebody from the group for different crime. Then the guys are still sitting there. At present, then we have a few officers that want to arrest somebody from that identical group. You know what the guys did? They put up a system. So the community watch forum have to come in, and we told them that if you challenge the government, we will move on you. We'll have a joint team and move on you. So the guys then started to get afraid. You understand? Because I got my security office right around the GSA belt. So every time we can move in. But what is happening now and what will happen at sea if the DA, the LDA doesn't come in swiftly to clean our place? I can see serious tension from the community, and I don't think it will look good for us to see the community dwellers and those drug users and drug sellers into a riot. And we don't want bloodshed. That's why we keep pushing this so that the LDA can be able to come in.
Yeah, you actually have to make some effort, more effort,
Yeah.
go to the DA, make sure that you post it because you are working together as team. You provide them the information and they come to enforce. So since this incident, how has the community been like? What is the community leader also doing about that?
All right. The community leader, according to him, when we met with their leadership, he said he has met with them on several occasions, but to no avail. You understand? He even pushed, according to him, he went to the PCC, Peace Facility Corporation. You understand? And he forwarded his complaint. But up to now, the place is still the same. So what he did was he came to us after we had a meeting. The leadership also recommended to us that maybe the area those guys are situated, we can build a mini office and have a joint security team. You understand? To at least and get those guys all over the place because it's one of the strategies that we want that they want us to do. So we told them that that place is a government property. We have to meet with the PV City Corporation, to see as to whether they can give us the go ahead. Then of course we can love and be able to construct the security office, the watch forum, and maybe we can have the DA office, the fire service. You understand? So that at least they can occupy that place for those guys to leave that area. But for now, my dear brother, it is not easy, and we are still pushing. And can you imagine the pressure from the community watch forum? Those guys have left Cooper Farm. Those guys from Rock Hill, they have left, and all of them are right within the YMCA belt. Now people are thinking about renting a property to go. This is the situation. So we are asking the Labrador Drug Enforcement Agency, the Labrador National Police, the PCC, the Peace City Corporation, to be able to look into that and see how best they can help the community. But we'll keep pushing, and we will. This morning we'll be going to the Peace City Corporation to meet with the director, Mr. Bakulo. We'll be meeting with him this morning by the special grace of God to also push the issue that has to do with the drugs in the community, and because it's all about city ordinance. They need to help. The PCC office is right in the GSA fence. You see it? They just moved in last year. They just moved in, and because they want to keep all our logistics. So with that, with their presence in the place, I think it will help. And with the Labrador Drug Enforcement Agency moving in, we all can come together to be able to clean the community and maintain the community.
So this the area in question is part of district number 6. Have you formally reached out to the district lawmaker to because this is a district that has been represented. So the lawmaker presence still need to be felt by maybe putting pressure behind the LDA, the police, making more effort so that this can be resolved.
Yeah.
Have you reached out to the district office?
For now, what we did was the issue that has to do with going to the our honorable representative Samuel Ennis. The leadership decided to meet with him. We did a formal communication, which will be presented to him this week by the leadership. With the OPS who is on duty now will be with us, and then the county, the Maserado tax force head will be with us so that we can go and present the letter, and then I will complain against the as it relates to the situation on the drugs issue. The last time I tried calling the Muyan, I think Muyan is the special assistant, also one of the big persons there, and he's my friend. And when I got to the office, I tried calling, but to no avail because presently I don't have the representative number. You understand? So it's Muya. We normally place our calls through if we have issue. So we have already done our communication. We have already prepared it, and the team will be meeting him this week by the special grace of God.
Okay, so folks, those of you listening, you are listening to Blaze Radio 90.7, and my name is Achisi Bob Yene. Have Alex King here from the community washroom. You listen to him. Those of you living around there, I'm just trying to let me see what I can get the DEA. I should be having the LDA guard number here. Let me see so that I can reach out because this is serious. Uh, you cannot have a community where people will be striving to live and things like this will be happening in the community is not actually good. So we all as community members, community dwellers, we need to come together so that because when this happen, your children will be the people to be affected directly.
Sure.
And so
Sure.
that's why your effort is needed. Your effort is needed so that your effort is needed.
Definitely.
So
Everyone
you
must
have to
take
be.
part.
Let me see. Like I said, I want to get. I want to check here for the LDA guard number. Let me check. Uh, this phone is gonna use. I'm coming. So besides, you told me there was a situation also around the Douala belt.
Yeah.
How has that been controlled?
Well, uh, the vice chair for operation, for the vice chair for administration, my boss, who of us can come on the show. He and the county OPS are on that operation, and we expect report from that end in our meeting, because we have coordinators meeting, and then they have the leadership meeting, the county leadership. So they will be giving us updates as to the operation for this morning, because they are out there, and we are praying for them to see how best things work up smoothly. So from there, he will be here tomorrow morning, so that he can be able to provide some of the pieces of information as it relates to this operation.
Well, folks, if you're just tuning in again, this is Blaze Radio 90.7, and the program is Wakeup Call. So, those of you following live, you can also share live. So, we will now open the lines while I make effort to get to the DA to also hear from them concerning this matter because this is serious and the community cannot be living in fear where all of the citizens will be complaining about drugs every time. So uh, keep your calls coming on 0777907 907. Tell us how is the community and what you have to say concerning this while I make effort to get the DEA to hear them on this program. 0777907 907 zero this person on the line. Good morning. Morning, what is your name and where you call from? Jeremiah Cooper, go ahead. The drugs. Mhm, mhm, Okay.
Okay.
So he will read out his number. Just keep listening. He'll read out his number before he leave in a few minutes. Are you there? Okay. 07779079070 0777907. We don't have time. Few minutes. Just call to make your input. 887-111-107. I don't know. My hand is not just lay on this LDA number, but I want to make sure to find this. Good morning. Oh, we lost this caller. 777-907-907 0777907-907 0777907-907 is the number to put you through. And if community watch from person also want to call, you call us on 778-075616. In a few minutes, let's hear you concerning this because, like the caller said, you as a community person, you need not to be involved. Good morning. Good morning. What is your name and where you come from? Okay. Go ahead. Okay. 777-907-907 0777907-907 887-111-107 and 778-075616. So just look, like I was saying this, you community dweller need not to be keeping drugs addicts, drugs dealers, and protecting them. Yes, because what you see the guys doing today. Good morning. Morning. What is your name and where you come from? Go ahead. Mm, mm, okay. So they dissolve the community watch from because of that.
You watched it.
Okay, the community watch team. Okay.
Okay. Well, not
So
me.
uh the community watch from guy here will also give a number to you. Please call him after the show. Just listen before he leave. You'll read out his number. Okay, thank you. So Alex,
Yeah.
just read out your number as we conclude. We don't have much time this morning.
Okay. My numbers are the first one, the orange, 0 777 5 5. You got it?
Yeah, just
Okay.
continue reading.
Okay. 0 777 5 5 6083, and then 0 777 991377, and then for the Lone Star is 0 888 167528. Again, 0 777 991377, 0888 167528. You can call me on those numbers and we'll interact.
Okay, so just conclude now as we wrap up.
Yeah, to the community dwellers, residents of the various communities. You see, the issue that has to do with drug is everybody's business. Uh, Despite we are not supporting the community dwellers, but the DA has the search warrant power. You understand? When the first hand information is given, they have the search warrant power. They can go and search these people, and if these people are if they are caught, and those drugs are caught in our homes and things, I mean, I consider that to be ghetto. The government can take the necessary action, you understand, to invade our place and get them out. You getting it? So we want the DA not to just lay the burden on the people and say, oh, the community people are involved in fire. That is why I keep making them weak. The community watch forum too will be part. If they are going anywhere, they can let us know because we giving them most of the information, right? We can work along with them and then be able to clear that place. So I want to say thank you to the communities that community watch forum patrol team, the district patrol team, and those rural communities who are working, in line with their community watch team and the community watch forum in keeping their community safe. So thank you ever so much to the Blaze family also for the time and the effort, the opportunity. You know what you guys are doing is very helpful to our country, not only this district, not only Mosorado, but the country at large. Thank you ever so much for the time.
You're welcome.
Yeah, thank you.
So, folks, you listen to him there. He is Alex from the Community Watch Forum of Liberia. So let's take this break and be right back. Let's take this break and be right back. Look, today on the show, the first segment of the show, we're gonna intersperse it with sports. Not today, not politics, right? So on the first segment of the show, we're not talking politics. If you want to hear politics, just keep glued for the second segment. So we're gonna be discussing sport. There are rules in the county meet that you need to know about. The county meet quarterfinal stage will be beginning on Saturday. So we will also be there to bring you live coverage of that. But I will make sure to have our sports editor Steven Tadu via the phone to also talk this together because the officials are set up new rules. But I think this break we'll come back. We'll talk about those rules, and that's what make Wake Up Call a program for you, right? And Blaze Radio your program and your radio station. But let's take this break. Let's take this break and be right back.
Does it make sense? You ask yourself whether you go send. You see somebody in the street, you carry live there. I won't go live. I can take my own phone and go live. Something got to be wrong with you. You call yourself journalist.
Mr. Minister, can I please ask you a question?
You see how stupid it sound? You know how crazy that sound? Let me check my phone to get my web number.
I agree, sir.
I'm working with President Bwaka. His number in my phone. Somebody asked me for Bwaka number. Oh, let me check my phone to see the president number. Does it make sense?
Well, as for me, I'm not having my boss's number off here. It's in my phone. Before them,
I don't care about that. That's your life to live. That's your issue to worry. But when you come to me and you say you're working somewhere and you got your personal phone, it's more of a red flag on you. People that can be passing around lying on people. You lie on somebody's institution, and they won't call the person and say, "Oh, I don't have the person's phone." Of course, if I have police, I mean, you not even cross that place. And your labyrinth, you got problem. They wasn't coaching them when you're beating your. They wasn't coaching you when you can't hear yourself for you run behind. Build ditch today. Who say you own Vision TV? Why they be in Omoda? He parked car near Jawazin Koji fence. There's a fence. So I want to imagine you see Jawazin. In fact, you not even get a chance to even run to him because you're working with more than 10 security persons. And what you're like, you create dictators. When you got leaders who want to be civilized and sensitive, you take advantage of them and disrespect them. Then you on the ground and they're beating you. Or they not check you a chunky impact or they carry you to jail. So now you sit down, you understand why the balls were rough on you because you can be so disrespectful and disingenuous. You would have never dare go near them because your parents will cry for you. They may not kill you. You'll be laying on the sub beach by now. They wasn't called you on the tunnel mark, you're in other balls. They just come to the private place, you running behind them dressed like this.
And that's the main
You're in jail.
That's the main reason is that Liberian people protest.
It's not an issue. It's an issue that you guys have problem. You disrespect people all what they play. That's the issue. That's what the people voted there. Somebody being government official, the very American and I partying democracy for. You can see American government official and the people just run behind there. You ever saw that before? Never. That's the biggest democracy on earth. But those are people who infiltrate people, very beautiful profession. You're there to damage it. You buy representation among them. You buy apple among the good press people. That's all you people are. I don't know why you want. You pass all around the street, somebody go to the private place, you run it behind them for interview. If the entertainment play, why go sit down and drink one bottle of style, you run there and say you can't, information minister go live from China Mall because you want to show to the world that he can drink beer. What nonsense is that? People don't got privacy? What stupidity is that? What sense does that tell you yourself who calls yourself journalist? This is a commercial place. Anybody who comes here, either you want to do window shopping, just to know what person is so far, or you can buy something. How is that an issue of going live on Facebook for so-called journalists? How? You explain that to me. That you run to me with your phone already said we're capturing everything. How is that? How is that journalism? Because why you do it to pass around and beg? If you see a government official you want beg, then you're begging. Don't come out you want to do interviews so that when the interview finish, tell you to give you money. That's why you do.
Guys in this profession have never begged any government.
So then what the hell you see somebody in their private Sunday, you can't.
Deal with the issue on the agenda. But this boy who has his own record against him, who's the boy? You know him?
No.
Then every time he sees me, he talks about Wakeup Call, bring that thing, Wakeup Call. When they were killing the people on Nimba, what did you want us to do? That's why I say if you talk again, I'll get to you.
Which way?
If you want disruption, it will happen. Because they slaughter my people, they kill the children, they slaughter people and declare Nimba enemy of the state and deploy all the deadly weapons in Nimba and slaughter. So we had to fight. We fought in defense. So you want to bring war control, bring your damn war control. Don't be speaking your stinking more every day in this thing. Thank you.
No, but the war control is not intended just for you.
But the everything is mine. The everything is for me. Bring it. I know it's not coming. There's not a way to bring war control. You go through processes, legal processes. You don't talk about things when you see me. When you see me. Every time they don't see me, you must talk. Then when you talk, I'm not joking. Say you're joking today, I'm quiet because I'm a preacher. Jesus turned the table upside down. I will turn your table upside down one day.
Why are you walking out?
I'm walking on because you provoke.
Alright, so I want us to talk about just be prepared. I can put you on the line right now.
Does it make sense? You want to ask yourself whether you go send. You see somebody in the street, you carry live there. I won't go live again. I can take my own phone and go live. Something got to be wrong with you. You call yourself journalist.
Mr. Minister, can I please ask you a question?
You see how stupid it sound? You know how crazy that sound? Let me check my phone to get my web number.
I agree, sir.
I'm working with President Waka. His number in my phone. Somebody asked me for Waka number. Oh, let me check my phone to see the president number. Does it make sense?
As for me, I'm not having my boss's number off here. It's in my phone.
This is Wake Up Call right here on Blaze 90.7. Like I said, on today's edition, the first segment of the show will be interspiced with sports. So for the next 30 minutes, we're going to take sports before bringing our partners in this morning. And we will be discussing the Unity Party press release yesterday for the second segment. So together we're going to do that. The county mid quarterfinal stage is about to commence, and this will be happening on Saturday. On Saturday will be there was a change in the fixture, but Sunday will be Nimba and Magibi County will be playing and as well. So there will be 4 teams. I'm gonna lay hands on the fixture. This my phone is unused. Let me see how working. I'm using this phone to download a video. That's why. But let me bring you the picture of the county mid quarter-final stage. But there is this rules that there will be no extra time in the county mid. Let me take this break and I'll be connecting a versatile media colleague who has always been following sports, Nathaniel Success Tupai, one of the outstanding sports journalists in Liberia. I've made effort also to get to our sport editor, Steven Tadu. I hope he will call back and get his view also on that. But let's take this break right here and be back. Okay.
A moment of unity. A time to smile and cheer our counties to victory.
west, from the north to the south of Liberia. It is a time when we all leave our political differences aside and unite as one county, singing the same lines of victory song for our boys and girls. This is the National County Sports.
Ever Liberia, you know how the county meet always be like a unified people. And so we have Nathaniel, like I said, he's one of the versatile and outstanding sports journalists now in Liberia. He's the manager for Maggie's Radio and TV in Gantos City, Nema County. So Nathaniel Success Topa is also the coordinator for the sports reporter of like Association of Liberia SWAP Nema chapter. So Nathaniel, good morning and welcome to Blaze Wake Up Call this morning. Okay. So I mean I already introduced you, but so you gotta introduce yourself again. You've been following the county maid Nathaniel, and the county maid quarterfinal stage is scheduled for Saturday and Sunday onward. So, first of all, the major reason for which we invited you to get your opinion as a sport analyst and sport journalist is the outstanding rules, the new rules of the county made that there will be no extra times into the county because we experienced that during the game between Nimba County and Grand Jada. The game had to go to the final day, and at the end there was a serious outstands in the match between Grand Jada and Nimba County in the just the previous county meet. So, what have you to say, and what do you know about this rule? Mm, 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 okay. Mm, mhm. Mhm. So so Nathaniel, the rules of the sports is not just rules that were made here in Liberia. I want to know, you as a sport journalist, what the extra times in matches just decide by organizers or sports steering committee of any event, or it is a set rules by FIFA, the football world governing body, that is compulsory to be used. Mhm. Mhm. Okay. Okay. Hmm. 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 Yeah, yeah. Mhm. So, mhm. for the teams and other participating players, all of those involved. So before we leave you, Nathaniel, two questions. How are those counties? How are those counties in the quarterfinal stage of this competition accepting these rules? What have been their response to these rules? And secondly, before you just leave, what is the outcome of the protest from Basel? Okay, so let me start with the last question. The protest from Basel, just like I was saying, the county lead since its establishment in 1956, that was I think over 60 years ago. And this particular year should be at the 29th edition. So every year the National Contest Movement is apart from us seeing it on the sporting side, it is also a major deliverable of the government of Liberia. So that is the political side as well. So yes, the Bassa Fire protest against Bobby County, but we also want to be in Kobe of the county that took place at the David Memorial Stadium in Bon County, and that's the central Liberia. Where Bobby County's second game of the group, which was against Bon County, which they lost 3-0. There was some very terrible incidents in that match where one of the players of Bobby County had a fractured leg, and then you have one of them who also sustained a very terrible injury. It was now fractured. It was a full injury that ruled the both players out of the competition, the first division and one of the second division. So that left them with that space. As much as we know that there are 25 years in it, so if you have any issue, you have to do. But when we come in, yes, they say we are 25 years. But amongst the 25 years, there were certain players you see that these are the goals of the team, especially with the players that come from the first and the second division. The team is always dependent on their expertise, on their experience, and all of that. So when there are two players sustaining such critical injury that they have to be put out of the tournament, they wrote to the Ministry of Youth and Sports, according to communication that the team is seeing flying around when they want to talk to them as sports journalists, right? They communicated with the Ministry of Youth and Sports that they wanted their players have already sustained such injuries and they will not participate in the competition again. So they wanted to replace those players and they were clearly given the go ahead. Their communication was responded to or replied. So they went and brought the players in. And the final game all the group was given was against Grand Plaza County, which at the end of the goal is basically they hit them on somewhere after the entire match. So definitely they Grand Plaza County results led them to win back to the competition of leaving Maryland the group winners and Boca the other winners. And second place team in the group to progress to the next round of the knockout stage of the competition. And then they filed a protest on that decision when I think it was fine. Probably they did not know from the beginning. They were not communicated to the teams in the group. I think there was also a mistake on the part of the military sports. Yeah, for me personally, that's how because you know that there is a you said what you bring to the players. If a team has money and have to like you for that, because there is also a part of the rules that said certain decisions or certain things can be done, and that is it's not mentioned in the rule, but that is squarely left with the national steering committee, all the organizers, all the competitions, so that was what the nation also used and the organizers because that portion of the rule is there that the organizers can come out with a decision or do things that is not in the rule, but it's clearly within their purview. So I think that was it. But again, just to avoid some of those things that happen in the electoral protest, I think people are just communicating with one of the teams in that group that because of X, Y, and Z, this is the decision of what we counting, and there's an issue with them. So if you see it, don't feel that maybe they are pushing the rules, but things are all said and this will happen. I think it will happen very clear. But if just to examine the question, Grandpa's actually not the protest. Sure, sure.
But some,
Okay. 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 Mhm. Okay. All right. Thank you so much, Nathaniel. It was wonderful having you on the show this morning. So, Nathaniel Success Tupa, I don't know. My microphone, I think, is kind of. So, Nathaniel Success Tukpa is a sports journalist from Nimba County. I don't know whether I'm now. Okay, so let me welcome Marcus before I take the phone call. Marcus, welcome. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. Thank
Sorry,
you,
I didn't
Aji.
open your line. Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, good morning, Aji. Good morning to those in Radio Land. It's a pleasure being here again this morning to have breakfast with our fellow Liberians. It's a good thing being here this morning. Thank you very much.
Okay, so we thought to take sports for the first segment today. That is more politics also. Yeah, so we brought in sports for the first segment because before we open the phone, I also want to get your view on this. The counter meet, the guys are saying because the stadium don't have light uh, and so forth, they cannot play night games, and because of that, you have no extra time. So if you are in the quarterfinal stage up to the finals, in as much as you have exhausted your 90 minutes, it is straight penalty, no extra time because uh, they don't want any confusion. So we have to bring Nathaniel, who is one of the sport journalists that follow up the county meet. He also traveled with the national team to countries to cover up to the national team activities, and he gives his view on these things coupled with the protests uh, that Barca fight in, though they lost, so Barca will not be participating in the quarterfinals. So I don't know if you want to say anything before just open the phone line for a few minutes.
I rather reserve my comments.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, folks. So Michael reserved his comments. So let's get you we will be talking about the Unity Party press conference on the second segment. That's why I just placed it there. So, folks, Blaze Radio 90.7, the program is Wakeup Call 07779079007. So they say no extra time in the counter meet. So if you play and you win 90 minutes, so be it. Uh, and Barca also lost the protest. So what have you to say for what you listen to Nathaniel say? You listen to Nathaniel, he spoke a lot. And you can call us on 07779079070 0887 11107 for a few minutes before we just we have like 10 minutes to accept your call. So when you call, you are allotted 30 seconds to talk uh, on this sport issue. The national county sports meet, you can also make your prediction for your county. The national county sports meet will be commencing on Saturday. Let me get you a picture as we await your calls. Uh, Here on the program this morning, every we don't have to make all of the shows with parties. So we also have to give you a different taste of the program. And so we feel that sports this morning will be a better place for you. So let me see what are the teams going to the quarterfinal. Right. So I think they are taking the fixture now because they have to make a new fixture. So, but 0777907 0777907 And so okay, the quarterfinal stage of the county meet, you have Nema versus you have Nema, Maigibi, Lofa, and Bonk. So those are counties. So Maigibi, Lofa, Grenjile, Nimba finished winners of their respective groups, while Bonk County, Bapuru, and Maigibi, Grand Kemon counties ended up as run-up in their own uh, standings. With the preliminary results now concluded, all attention is now drawn to the SKD Sports Stadium. So those are counties. You have Grenjide, you have Nimba, Lofa, Bonk, Maigibi, uh, that will be going to the county. So Bonk and Lofa. So that means the fixture remain the same because Basel lost her protest fight. So the fixture remain the same. But albeit perhaps the people that want to hear about county me they want their politics, so we will go strictly to our second segment. We don't have much time this morning. We already have 15 minutes up to 5 a.m. So Michael, welcome again to the show. Are you there? Welcome.
I'm here. I'm here. So basically, it was it's about press statement.
Yeah.
Hello, I
Yeah,
didn't
yeah.
get.
I'm getting you. I'm getting you.
Yeah, but I didn't get the part you raised earlier. So
Oh no, I haven't said anything about that. I was just on the spot and waiting you and the CEO to also come on board. But since you are here, we can play this. We can play the statement.
okay, okay.
Yeah. So
If you want. The- It's a next chapter, right?
are you getting it?
Are you playing an excerpt of the statement or the entire statement?
Oh, I think I want to play. I want to play the entire press release.
Uh, it will be kind of long, though. Okay, I think it will be quite long.
So I'm even finding it difficult. Let me take this. Let me take this down. I'm finding it difficult. It's not sending sound. Or this is not sending sound. But are you getting sound from it?
No.
Let me.
But you're understanding it right?
Yeah, yeah,
Well, we have discussed the key points he raised. I mean,
yeah. So I want to get more another version of the of this video, maybe an excerpt of it so that we can play. But let this be playing while I get the other.
okay.
let me take this down and review this for 5. This is a 5-minute essence of it. Let me add this. I think this will be much better than this because sorry for that. Okay. So let me add this. Just add in. So this one will be much better as an essence of that. So we're going to play that for 5 minutes and get all of the points made by the Unity Party. This is the chairman of the Unity Party. So I don't know the coming of the press statement what the government has just made 1 year right after the kind of press release. So perhaps they want to tell you that very people what the government has made, what have they achieved, and I don't know what this microphone issue means. I don't know. But let me get this video. Let me get the video played while I settle that. Let me get the video played while I settle that.
President Waga's visionary leadership and the dedication of the Ministry of Public Works headed by Honorable Roland Gibbons. Another area of improvement is the stability of commodities, prices. The economic landscape has also been remarkably making good progress. In 2018, under the previous administration, inflation peaked at 15.4 and the exchange rate soared. But today, due to the expert in economic liberation, we can say that the bleeding lows of our economy has come. And with someone like Honorable Gaffron and a team of economists, we are optimistic that in the year 2025, Liberia will be on a path of economic progress. Today, Liberia enjoys some of the lowest petroleum prices in Africa, ensuring availability of petroleum products, accumulating into stable supplies across the country. For the first time in many years, the families in Monrovia and its environment have constant access to clean water in their homes. Special thanks to MD Mo Ali, eliminating the need for children to wake up at unorthodox hours and fetch water. Our petroleum price is stabilized because of the leadership of Honorable Amos Tuer. Furthermore, Monrovia streets are gradually being cleaned and improved due to the hard-working ability of our city mayor, Mayor Bestman and Mayor Sefa. Number 3, improvement. The civil servants' salary. The Unity Party government has taken significant steps in uplifting civil servants. Unlike the previous administration, whose harmful harmonization policy, which reduced salaries and imposed 10% propor tax to fund their personal luxuries, our administration has increased the salaries of 28,200 civil servants, including health workers and security personnel. This increment, effective January 2025, marks the beginning of the reversing the damage caused by previous CDC government and restoring dignity to our workforce. Additionally, the government will now cover insurance for 5,000 police officers and has allocated funds in the fiscal 2025 budget to increase specialist doctors and consultants earning by at least $225. These measures reaffirm our commitment to improve the lives of the Liberian people. Now, I want to talk about the fight against corruption. Corruption has long plagued our national spirit. It has undermined development and eroded public trust. The Liberian people elected President Joseph Nyoma Boyka because of his unwavering integrity and determination to combat this social menace. True to his promise, the President commissioned all the reports of several government institutions, including the Central Bank of Liberia, the Liberian Telecommunication Authority, and the Ministry of State, the Executive Protective Services. The findings of these audits implicated several individuals in mismanagement and corruption at LTA and CBL. Additionally, the President has demonstrated political will by suspending some members of his administration implicated in corrupt practices at some of the agencies and ministries. The government also took significant steps by indicting former Finance Minister Samadi Twe and other members of the past government for corruption allegations. This sent a clear message by President Boyka's administration that corruption will no longer be tolerated under this administration.
Michael, welcome. Listen to the release, this portion, and I love the exact essence of what it brought, because when they were comparing, it was like comparing the CDC and the Unity Party. The guy said, during the CDC regime, corruption was on the increase, and now in the Unity Party regime, they are fighting corruption. During the CDC regime, the economy was struggling. Now, at least the economy is on the path. And the issue of communization came during the CDC regime. Now they have increased the salary of civil servants, but maybe making reference or special reference to the nurses and other people. So those of you following me, listen to the release. We want to make our analysis, but I'll begin with Michael before I come in. So, Michael, welcome.
Yeah, good morning. Your mark is still terrible, but I think, I don't know whether it is extending out there like that. It is
environment. Yeah, sometimes internet.
Sometimes it gets better, and sometimes it goes back to square one. Yeah, I think the people understand. There are a lot of things he talked about, and I'm disappointed. I'm actually disappointed for the fact that there's more expected of Reverend Luther Tapet. Reverend Luther Tapet is a doctorate degree holder, for crying out loud. I did not expect him to read an empty press release, to be honest, I did not expect him to read an empty press release. He actually did not say anything. I thought he would have come with statistics, real number, not assumption. He didn't do anything. When you talking about road, we pay road from Ganga to Second PA. Where is the signature project when you talk about road that you can point out, not what we was doing and left doing before you came to power?
But is this second road? I don't want to talk about that 27, but is it even? Look, if you
Isolation only for the page. When we
Yeah,
have
I'm not still getting you. You have turn off your microphone and get it back on. Yeah, so the issue about naming roles that were already in progress and justifying it as an achievement with the kind of publicity you gave yourself that you are a rescue mission, that you will come and do the extraordinary, and you are doing not more than you are doing far less than expected, far way less than people expect of you. Then you are here with the audacity to even brag. I'm disappointed. I'm honestly disappointed. And he's mentioning things that seem not to even add up, and he keeps saying the audacity. That's the even that's the worst thing about it. And who, Reverend? I want to be as objective as possible in this whole something, from my own point of view. I want to be as objective as possible, but the whole press release is so irritating. It is so empty. Nothing is there to talk about. I don't know because he is mentioning something concerning Roe. We heard all the controversies around Roe. There were 22 million that you people could not justify relative to the same whole road
so,
at the beginning
so,
of
so,
2024. And all the controversies around the road, you took millions of dollars to dump it on dusty road, no justification. You tried bringing yellow machines and you tried bypassing PPCC orders. All the controversies that were there, you did not come on. The thing is, he tried mesmerizing people at the beginning of the press statement that, oh, it's not about party, it's about honesty to the Liberian people. If you wanted to be honest with the Liberian people, you will start by pointing out the flaws that happened in the system. You will not talk about corruption without mentioning how they attempted to alter the national budget. You will not talk about corruption without mentioning how they passed an illegal budget. You will not talk about corruption without mentioning that, at the beginning, the audacity, he said 28,000, there is no 28,000 people paid that were increased. No 28,000 people paid were increased. This government does not have the capacity to undo harmonization. The first thing, let me tell you, people, most of the people do not understand. These people are playing trick. People are not understanding something. When you say harmonization, to harmonize something means to bring it together, to make it to have the same understanding. When the last government talked about harmonization, they were talking about the compiling or bringing together the scattered payroll that the government had, the wage system that the government had. The government had a general allowance payroll, the government had a CSA payroll, they had other payrolls that were all over the place. When the last government put all those payroll together and placed it under the CSA, that was the core meaning of the word harmonization. You harmonized something. You bring it together in agreement for it to correspond. Before then, you had one payroll, general allowance payroll. That one was mainly people that were brought by ministers of the past of that government before the past government. That people could determine people pay there. It was not based on any reform policy. It was based on favoritism. When the government came to power, they said no. They and IMF with other international partners say we can work this thing out because there must be equity in the pay system of the country. It will be fair enough. You cannot have a pay system that is not, that is not equally distributed to people based on qualification, based on the level of work they do, and all of that, based on experience and all of that. When they brought those payroll together, it is what people refer to as harmonization. We harmonizing all the pay. We can get one payroll where people making pay because the other minister running from there. We can get another payroll on the other side where other people working hard and they are making less. So let's bring all these people together on one payroll. Let place them in category per qualification. And when we place them in category per qualification, as the year go on, we will be increasing people their pay. Those people who pay are below pay grade, let's bring them up. People who got very high pay. Let me be someone that minister bro one driver in the driver making 3,000 naira, another driver making 500 naira. They say that try to rationalize the thing. One driver will get a scene, where high school graduate can be making 3,000 naira, then another driver who get BS can be making 500 naira. So let's agree, maybe we sort of bring all the drivers to 750. They wanna making 3,000 got to come to 750. They wanna making 500, they can come to 750. So the problem where the whole noise came from, at some point, the men are receiving a high salary for when they bring on a salary down because you were playing the same role. The other men are receiving the low salary, were playing. Then the men are receiving the high salary, started
So
making
he
it
had
started
problem
making
with
issue.
he had problem with that.
So that's the place the controversy of the whole harmonization happened because somebody was having high salary first, but you are doing the same job, and the other men are having low salary. So they brought it at a place that can be reasonable enough because the same people got the same qualification, the same people doing the same line of work. That's what harmonization meant. So this government, they are using the same pay system that the past government created. The CSA thing, you see CSA doing all the CSA is bragging up. It was done by the past administration in 2022.
So the guy said that the government is fighting corruption
What
by
audit
by
done? Yeah, yeah. So he was talking about role, he was talking about economic progress. Which economic progress? He mentioning numbers, he mentioning numbers. Okay, we waiting for the number. The World Bank number will come.
Michael, I want to play. You talk about road. You talk about the road, right? For me, I always love. I don't know whether I'm
No,
clear
but
now.
I got a data. Let me be very honest with you. I got a data of the road issue. The past administration would have leaving on road, but it will not be fair enough to even be mentioning to even be doing a comparison with 1 year in 4 5 years only. But if you divide in 1 year by the amount of progress that the past administration made, they can be able to understand that per year the CDC government paved XYZ number of kilometers. So if CDC government paid, if they paid about 500 kilometers in 6 years, if you divide 500 kilometers, for example, by 6, then you will determine, let's say 500, example, 500 divided by 6, it will be like 83, let's say 83 kilometers per year. So if we're doing 83 kilometers, this is an example. I'm not saying that's why CDC did. This is an example. So if CDC did 500 kilometers for 6 years, and we do an average of 83 kilometers for 6 years, you can only say you do more than CDC in your first year performance if you pave more than 83 kilometers of road. But you can be
But
bragging like you did more than CDC in the first year when you deny it. Most of the things you are doing that CDC initiated, it was rolling before you came.
so one of the roads project that the guys continue to break off is this Seklepi road. The Seklepi to Ganta is 35
The second
kilometer.
bit of Ganda road was
They,
in,
te-
it was
it was in
ongoing.
progress. But
It
then
was in
since the
progress.
previous
That's not a
government,
signature project. When you're
si-
talking about, you say you rescue person. When you talk about when you are making all these big mouths for people to believe in what you are saying, do something differently. Say something
and
different. Do some. Where is the signature project that you are pointing at?
but to be
When
sincere,
we are thing
Michael,
we are initiated, the other one you are initiating hospital, we are built the Emory Hospital, we are built the 14 Military Hospital, we are built the Invincible Sport Park. He built another sport park to PHP. We are building housing units. You were doing things both in Moravia and out of time. All of there were visible things we are initiated in his in his first year, second year that you could point oh, we are building the one. What has been the visible thing beside the security Buddha or the 72nd plane that the car hit?
the security bull are visible project, man.
No, but so we talk about signature project when your government you come to power. You can't be dwelling on other people projects and you be bragging. Oh, I was pushing the road here. I pay some of the money for the road. I carrying the road to from ELA Junction to Raider. The road and Ellen was facing that the Somalia drive. CDC government couldn't have boasted of being they can't be boasting on the Somalia drive road. That Ellen initiated the Somalia drive road. There are some projects that we are himself broke ground. We ain't talking about the one where they say, oh, we have blueprint and they never left any money there.
So
We
let,
talking
let's
about
look
the
at the issue
one
of the economy.
that
The issue of the economy.
initiated. Anyone that was initiated by Ellen Weir can be bragging of taking the credit.
Okay, so going to the economy, the guys want to talk about the economy. So they said the economy is getting much more better than the days of we are.
So that other fighting, I can't afford to analyze. I want to, you know, who will analyze our economy thing? That the
Who will
common
do
people
that?
that are listening to the radio,
Okay.
the people that they rest press now. They say better. The thing that you buy on the market as are the prices of goods, are they better now than yesterday? Money flowing on the all over in the market, you getting money all over the place there. You so, and you know, you yourself at some point in time, people ain't got to, you know, because he didn't call, he was not absolutely, you were just that political thing that you were talking at. Any sound person who listening to that man would know that he said nothing. Any person who listen to that thing, he just say, oh, he talk about empty water and sewer. Water and sewer, most of the things that happen and our trucks are more Ali using. All these things they were put in. Most of the things are more recently he received some truck. Those trucks were paid for by the past administration. There are a lot of things that happen that people just came and started rolling out for them. The good thing about them, they don't give credit to other people, which is good. A government is continuity, but do something unique that you can point to. And then some kind of project that somebody else was doing, then you can continue. You say you
So
whole rescue. What
so
extra
they're
thing there is
probably
that
going
you
to judge. They're probably going to judge the issue of the
you're talking
economy.
about even fighting corruption, then you mentioned
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Minister, the past ex-father Minister Samuel Tueni.
So
Samuel
yeah, yeah.
the twerking in Liberia is in 2024 September. The twerking to the country September. They said they wanted to indict him. Oh, they said they were doing they want. He said, okay, I'm coming to the country. The twerking to the country September of 2024. He came to the country September 2024. The men were in our country almost 2 months. The people were fight, the prosecutor, they called the prosecutors to bring evidence against that man. 2 months plus they were running beyond bail. How they bail the man far, they bill now meet the criteria. In fact, the horse not pay LRA tax. The other layer, OALRA, that thing they were running after the corruption charge they get against a man. He was there from September to December. They never brought anything out.
So the guy said like, they're
The
suspending
judge,
corrupt
the
workers
judge
and we're
told
not
them,
done in CDC administration.
when the judge told them, when you ain't bring any evidence, I will throw the case out. Then they ran to the Supreme Court. They said they should change the judge. The judge went beyond them to bring evidence. Okay, you say you won't prosecute somebody. The person now lead a play they were at. The man out of the country. You say, oh, the man running away, the man running away. The man not come down September, October, November, December, in January. Far among the men in our country. The evidence you get against the man, what you can carry in court for them to prosecute the one man. You say you're fighting corruption, or you're playing fun out of the people, then you come in as a chairman. That's serious thing they're talking. Like how they can fight corruption.
So
The
the
first
guys
thing
are
that
they're
almost
suspending
every
people,
people are
Michael.
all.
Michael, they are suspending people who are involved in corrupt attitude.
People who are
They are
involved in
suspending them.
corrupt act, they are suspending people who are speaking the truth against them.
Why would you
Okay,
say that way?
let's say
Army Moda,
Dokubo,
for
let's say
example. Army
Dokubo
Moda,
for
for
example, let's say
example.
Dokubo for example, Inspector General RG,
Mhm.
RG Dokubo, what the place is said, RG
Yeah,
Dokubo,
commerce.
Minister of Commerce. Eh?
Mhm.
RG Dokubo and Ministry of Commerce. Why Dokubo and Ministry of Commerce forged UL document and the University of Liberia came up with a finding and they recommended that the government take action? Why up to this time, if the government are fighting corruption, why they didn't get rid of Dokubo?
Army Moda was linked to misusing public fund and he was suspended. He
Army
don't
Moda,
resign.
Army Moda, Waka has had issue with Army Moda all along. Army Moda was being fought from in the Unity Party. He was not among their favorites. They only used him to come to power. They wanted him out. While Army Moda and Double Jala were in the same issue, why they didn't get rid of Double Jala? They've been thinking Double Jala and let Army Moda to go. Army Moda had to resign. So you can't be doing cherry picking. You say you're fighting corruption. That's not how they fight corruption. These things that people are on a joke. The justice system, the people undermine the justice system than any other regime imposed on Liberia. When you go to that place, they got a guy they call Bushu Ben Keita, the so-called advisor to the president, legal advisor to the president. He calls almost all the insurance companies. When they carry you to the play there to the court, he will call insurance company to not give you bond. He did it in State Kukalasco case. When State Kukalasco then went to Sky Insurance Company, coach Sky Insurance Company to not grant them bond. When they went to the American insurance company, then when he knew he couldn't reach to the American insurance company, then the judge at the court, they changed they took the case to another court and they carried to another court where the judge was out of town in Banga
So
attending a
so
program.
let us limit the discussion to the 1 year achievement of the Unity
Yeah,
Party
no,
that of the George Weah.
I'm talking about fighting corruption. I'm talking about the issue
Uh-huh.
of the judiciary, the rule of law. You can't fight corruption when you yourself you are manipulating the system. You can't fight corruption when you yourself you are not honest. You are doing cherry picking. You can't fight corruption. You can't tell us that you have fought corruption when you have not done anything significantly different. That's my point. So the issue of fighting corruption, I expected them men are reverend for crying out loud. He's an educated man, according to him. He's an educated man. I can't deny the fact. He has a school in Tingles Village, Best Green University, and Best Green School. Yes, he's an educated man. So an educated man like him, if he's reading and he wants to do a comparative analysis between two governments, he should come with statistics.
So
He should bring the numbers.
now that he did not do, I want us to take this one at a time.
But what
Okay.
he was doing
The
at
issue of
pathology,
the
he
issue
didn't
of
do. Mhm.
I want us to take the issue of development. The issue of development as the first step under the Weah's administration and the Blockers administration for the first year, only first year. How do you grade that? What are the skills? So what are very development projects from Weah first year you can compare to the Unity Party first year?
The figures, there are a lot of things we are initiated the first year. We
Mhm.
have started major, we did a lot of groundbreaking. He started major projects. He started the 14 military hospital. He broke ground for major roads. He started the roads like most of the paving of most of those roads, those community roads. He started the housing unit projects. And we have started a lot of things that you could point out. In less than a year, we are already built over 100, almost 100 housing unit in just a year time. But this is the thing.
Mhm.
If it was on an issue of comparison with data, I just I didn't even know we're discussing this thing. I just listened to the few minutes and had to got a clue on it.
Okay.
I would have brought all the numbers that happened during we are time. And let's see, even the issue of the economy, that he's cutting figure, all those ones he's
So
doing.
so we
We
will continue that tomorrow on Friday. Also bring so that we can
exactly.
because so that we want the public to understand. We don't want people just saying
When it comes to
things.
even the economic analysis, there's some kind of little short video I said did the other day, but I don't want for us to base on his analysis. He pointed out a lot of facts that could be verified, and I think I had it stored. But I want if like it is now, if we knew, if I actually knew that it was this particular press conference doing comparison, I think the press conference would have been honest enough. Where we are now, yeah, all Liberian people, things are tough. Liberia is not an isolated case. Let's be honest. Things will never get better easily because Liberia is not an isolated case. As things start to get tough in other countries, Liberia does not have the
So
capacity to maintain certain things on her own. So if you are a government, you come with honesty and you are engaging the people on a honest basis, bro, there won't be a lot of issues, there won't be a lot of confrontation. But if you want to do the thing, you give the people high hope and impression. Then you want to do all these mediocre things and come with crass and unsophisticated justifications, and you think the people will buy into it, it's a problem. Because you say you came to rescue. The people expectations are high. But man, you know what I mean to rescue? But you know the number of horses that have brain in just I know the rescue king with some kind of
these are
spirit.
phenomenons. These are phenomenons. Incidents. They happen. So you don't shut
They
down
are
government.
incident. They are incident, but they are unprecedented incidents. Something may have triggered it. Why is it happening in such in such a gross or a large level on such a level? Was it the same with other country with other regimes, or are they doing something differently like straight current? What's happening?
But the when we had regime, there were many homes that got a fire.
Nah, not at the way,
Many businesses that got a fire.
not at the level it got, not at the level
So
it
how do
happened.
you attribute that to government?
Most of the houses are burning down because of the electricity power, LEC. So with the government is not regulating power properly. So what you saying? They're now accumulating that most of the houses, check out most of the things that are burning. Most of those, if you even investigate the capital building burning, it is because of the same electricity power. If you check it thoroughly, 2 weeks before the burning of the capital building, there was the whole banner bar got on fire in our place. So there's a high possibility. I'm not saying it is it, but I know there's a high possibility it could have been electrical fault. So the point here is, if the electricity power, if the power was regulated properly, and there are things that won't be happening the way they are happening. That would be an issue because
So do,
the wave at which the horses are burning is unprecedented.
During the first year of we I can remember, the US rate was between 200, 180, 190 when we took over the first year. And as compared to the Unity Party led government, when they took over the US rate, it has, in fact, in recent days, it came down close to 175. Only except now that it's a little bit increased. How can you compare that?
The US rate when it came the US rate at which other level?
When it came to US rate, was around 180, between 185 to 190, and it began to reduce up to even 175 in recent days.
The latest US rate, some I saw it was 198, between
Yeah,
190 and
that started happening from day before yesterday. Yes, but as of Monday downward, it has always been 185, 180,
where did CDC leave it? Where did CDC pick it up from? Where did they leave it? The past government, where did they pick it up from? Where did they leave it? So let me tell you something. It is so early that if we are evaluating this government, you talking about 1 year, yeah. There are a lot of things I don't really want to double down on because I will be doing injustice because they have been there just for 1 year. But if you are there for 1 year and you don't want to cut your code according to your measurement, and you want to make wild allegations, make blanket statements, and project yourself to be what you are not, then you got to get ready for criticism. Because the bottom line of trying to lie to conscious people, there will be backlashes. So that one, it should be clear. The issue of US rate, the issue of US rate, the value for money, the issue of inflation rate. When CDC came, when the last government, let me just say CDC, the past administration came to power, the US rate, the inflation rate, where it was, they got something they call the lag variable, the lag theory in economics. The lag variable, the lag theory has to do with the effect spilling over of a policy issue that happened, a period before a particular period. Let's agree, maybe there were some bad policy decisions that were made in 2016 and 2017. And the outcome of those bad policy decisions spilled over in 2018, 2019. That's a lag, LAG, lag variable lag theory. There were things that happened, like the 2017. You heard about the 16 billion that happened.
Yeah, so I was just about to
The
say that
16
because those are
billion,
issues
a lot of
that the
people
guys were.
did not understand this whole 16 billion story. Let me tell you something. Only 4 billion, I'm
So
repeating.
I just want you also to alarm the issue of the 25 million marble exercise to that 16 billion.
Yeah, I'll explain that. The 16 billion, I want to make this clear. Anybody who wants to challenge this fact can go read the central bank or the Crow report or the PRT report. Hmm? The 16 billion, when you read the entry of the 16 billion, it started to enter in the country for 2016. And before 2017 ending, the government before the CDC government had already brought in 10 point some more billion Liberian dollar. Only 4 billion entered on the past administration. That 16 billion that they can be talking about. Check the numbers. I'm telling you, I've done research on the facts. I can tell you with the last audacity that out of the 20 consignments that enter of the 16 billion, only 2 consignments enter on the past administration. Out of the 16 billion, only 2 consignments. It was 20 consignments. The money usually when they print it, it comes in bits and pieces. When it comes from the manufacturing place, the company that prints the money, it comes in bits and pieces. So it came in 20 consignment. Out of the 20 consignment, only 2 consignment enter on the past administration. 2. And the 2 consignment were around 4 billion. The rest of the 10 point some more billion it entered in the previous administration. What did they do with that money? Most of the money they entered in the system during election period. So when George Yakin expected the rate to be high up because there were a lot of the Liberian dollar in the economy. And logically, you don't have to be an economist to know that when large amount of Liberian dollar in the economy, when the US dollar small, plenty will be the large amount of Liberian dollar will be the Liberian dollar will lose value. It's that simple. So it has to be established or it has to be understood the issue of the rate. One of the things that contributed to the issue of the rate was somebody is leaving power and they printed 16 billion. Somebody leaving power, you come and leave power, then you go print a high volume of money. And when you're leaving power printing a high volume of money, you force yourself to bring almost 80% of the money in. What was the motive of doing that? Any rational person can question it. But you know what they did cleverly? They knew that they did it. They came with propaganda because the society is a gullible society. So somebody can come and lie. Oh, they put so system. Before you come, when you clarify, the people are not listening to the clarifying you are doing. The 16 billion story
But the
already.
government, the government did not give those statistics you are giving.
No, the government gave the statistics. The CBL came with the bit by bit explanation. The AB Cream, AB Cream. I read the report from AB Cream. There were some even discrepancy in core report that AB Cream came back and verified that were published. But the public were not interested. The country is a country that plenty things are so sentimental, so the people are only concerned about the first info. When the first info comes out, when it is not managed within the first 2 3 days, then it blows out of proportion. Whatever you come back days later to explain it, it becomes a problem. So that's what happened. The AB Queen entity that printed the money plus the Crow report plus all the audit reports, they justified that. The explanation, the CBI explained that. Yeah, so it was something that was already explained. So the issue of the mop up 25 million
Yeah,
that you're
the
talking about,
25 million.
the 25 million. Let me tell you something with the mop up story. The mop-up became politicized when it came to the limelight. The mop-up was a regular practice. I think people said this over and over, but people didn't understand. You know how people consider the mop-up story to be? Many people felt like the mop-up story when they heard 25 million mop-up, they felt like somebody took 25 million and yet came and gave it to money changer and that was the end. The mop-up was practically like buying liberty from the market because the 16 billion came and they put plenty of money in they put plenty of liberty in the economy. So when they printed a huge 16 billion, they brought almost under the regime, they brought almost 10 billion in the 16 billion, they dumped almost 10 billion in the economy, and the Liberian dollar was losing value. The rate started to climb up to 200, 190, 200. When the regime came, it started to affect prices, it started to affect inflation rate and other things. So the regime said, okay, what we are doing now, we are going to buy the Liberian dollar from the market with 25 million US dollar. The central bank is almost like changing money, right? You changing money, you get your money back sitting down. Somebody bring you here, you getting liberty. But this time, the people are bringing the liberty, then you are giving in the US. You are getting it.
I'm
That's how
getting
that
you.
whole MOPA issue happened. So the MOPA was practically about We bring the US dollar outside and we buy the Liberian dollar. Then we buy the Liberian dollar, we go keep it somewhere. We won't put in the outside for some time. When the Liberian dollar reduce on the market, we keep it. Then the few ones that are on the market will start gaining value again. So it was the essence. If you watch the mop up, when the mop up happened, after a few months, after the mop up, was the rate going out the way it was going on before the mop up? If you're honest, anybody who's following the conversation, if you're honest, after mop up, the way the rate was escalating before the mop up happened, was it still escalating that way? It did
But
not
the
escalate.
problem, the problem the public has was there was no account for the money being infused into the
No,
market.
there was no. If you read a mop-up report, I read those reports. That's why I'm saying some of these things with audacity. If you read a mop-up report, we get to understand there were some discrepancies at some point. They got CBL people that are doing those, that have been implementing those monetary policy. Those CBL people that are implementing the monetary policy, there are people, the CBL people that are implementing those monetary policy. Okay, as if somebody else even. There are people who have been doing the thing over and over. Whenever doing it over and over, somebody implement a mop up, so you can say, oh, because they implemented a mop up, so it means that there will be no discrepancy. Discrepancy can reach a certain point before it become equivalent to corruption, right? So they, when the analysis was done, was it established that the government lost any money out of the 25 million, or was there just discrepancies? So there was discrepancies in the process. The man said that, oh, I exchanged money with the other money changer area. So he exchanged money to the money changer area. The other people, when they call the number that you get a number, the people you exchange with, so the people did not pick the phone. The other people recorded, oh, the man said he changed money with SYZ people, but the people did not pick the phone. So the argument is that it not that the money is missing, but it's trying to justify the play that you claim that you changed your money here. The people do not, they are not pick their phone number, they ain't going through, they ain't responding.
So then who do you expect
So
the
the,
public to hold? Should they
no,
go
so
hold money
the
exchange of
issue,
people?
the
Uh,
argument was not about the government losing money. The argument was procedural errors. You
yeah,
say,
so
oh,
then the government takes the blame, Michael. They take the
No,
blame
no,
for
no,
that.
no. I'm not saying the fact that the government did not take blame. I'm only saying the way in which the propaganda interpreted it. The government took the blame. Do you know it was the reason that why Patriot, Nathaniel Patriot, the central bank governor, after that process, he had to resign. Did you remember? It was
Yeah.
after the mop-up process, that 16 billion process, that Nathaniel Patriot, the central bank governor, that President we have appointed, he had to resign as well. Because mind you, the 16 billion, it was when it was done, people were hooked. The real first central bank governor, Milton, was it Milton Weeks, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, they were involved in that 16 billion. They and Charles Saliva and other people were involved in the 16 billion. When Milton Weeks something came out, then later on, Nathaniel Patrick came, and the 16 billion story started going on. Then the 25 million story came. Then Nathaniel Patrick too hard to go. So you can say the government did not do anything. There were discrepancies, and people who were responsible for the discrepancies, they were reliable. The lady, the person heading that particular department, she was taking the LSCC. The LSCC report is out. I think she either resigned or something happened in the process there. The problem, they were not, people were not concerned about the real actors of the problem. They were concerned about the political actors. They left the main people that were implementing the policy, and they went to one statement that was done by Minister Twe. Let's say, oh, example, the man was saying, say, for example, the people will go to Nukutan, they will go to West Point. That statement they took and they started playing political football with, and they left the actual people. When you read the LSCC report, we get to know there were actual people who did that particular exercise, who implemented the exercise. The actual people are mentioned in the LSCC report. Some of them resigned afterwards. Some of them, there were explanation they had to do. So
Okay.
that process was far from being perfect. but
Okay.
it was never the way it was misinterpreted.
Thank
It
you.
has to be
So,
understood. You can understand it from the fact that the other reports that came out, the other report, the report from Crow, the report from AB Crane, the report from most of the audits. There were discrepancies, but discrepancy has to be to the point that it is equivalent to corruption before it turned into be corruption. Nobody is arguing that there were not discrepancies. Yeah, there were discrepancies. There were procedural errors. Did the procedural error or the discrepancy in question, did they defraud the government any significant amount? That could be a question. Was it the issue of contention, or people were only concerned about political statements to make out of political footballing? So this was just by the way. We are just emphasizing this because we are talking about the US rate in president. We are first here in the US rate now. What record president we are on the US rate that when you meeting it came down, it was this whole 16 billion issue that came up with the mobile. It was it was contained in president. We are that thing when it escalated the inflation rate to 31%. The rate was high, inflation rate was high. It went, and when all those policies were implemented, inflation rate came back from 31%. One of the fastest decline of inflation in economic history in recent times, in modern times. It came from 31%, it came to around 7.9%, 6.9%, 7% inflation rate.
so,
That's where it came
so,
from. Because of
okay.
some of the policies that were implemented, the US rate came down and stabilized. So later on, when even the regime were leaving the inflation rate, because that election period, so election period, money coming outside, all that, the inflation rate came back to 10%. But it was not, it was the way it was. But it was moderate enough. In the
Oh,
GDP, when they left it went back up. So that was just about the analysis. But I don't know what.
thank, thank you. So let's see. Let's hear from the public. Let's hear from the public. So, folks, you listen to Lucha Tape's press release from the Unity Party, making the excuse me, telling you what the Unity Party has done in 1 year as compared to the CDC, and you also listen to Michael's analysis. But I listen to you in few minutes. We have between now to 6:20. We'll leave from here. 0777 907 907 0777 907 907. Good morning. Morning. What is your name and where you call from? Go ahead. Mm.
I'm not hearing him.
Yeah, we know.
Okay, okay.
Mm. Mm. Okay. It was okay. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Let me get this person. Good morning. Morning, madam. How are you? Okay, go ahead. Mm.
own project. There's no government that has own project. Government is continuously. And the best thing the government helps to come on board to finish project to start to finish it. So there's a lot of unfinished buildings and all things around here because somebody will come and I'm on project and I can't finish it. What happened to us? I was sites.
You're talking about signature project. Most of signature project.
No, it doesn't make sense to me. But you know, the project because I want, there was how we have personal project, there was one more project. And when I said we're in there, so when they were, what I call up with the kind of right to go take the project and finish it. Look at the building on grocery and several other, I just said all that building room. They don't have it, I didn't tie it up to give it. No, that's the project in the government. There's no more tool. He said I was not, but because they're trying with the next, Wakeup came and said, Jana was one.
All right.
The picture was too excited and to the army by the weather. I said, that's to anybody else. Come and see whether you see garbage or what it's a freeway. He talked about road, rehabilitation, construction, he talked about cleaning the septic. Those are the two things that they're fighting corruption. The only thing you see the government for is the road. I will both say that they are not one way.
Okay.
The people I don't say we are getting the same thing they that what happened to. We have now a lot and they will do more. Even when it comes to the hard shit. We have said all those people was taking for the payroll for that to be the sitting with them. They were not working on them on the payroll. So if they put them for the thing that will not be hard for them, it will be hard. It will be hard. That's because of those that was taking for the payroll, I was telling people today.
Thank you.
So they're not sorry for the problem. I would have gone all about well. Let me get other people chance to talk.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Good morning. I'm good. What is your name and where you come from? Go ahead. Hello. Yeah, how are you? Now who's speaking? Now who? Can it? Oh, okay. You want to call the show? Yeah, personal number. So you have the other line. You have the other line. Okay. Okay. Thank you. Yeah, and we got many people on the line here. Mm. Okay. Thank you. Good morning. Morning. Your name and where you come from?
when explaining to you, Liberians, what is the CEO of the award and before the show this morning. Yeah, and then for the Monday, and then when, okay, then even this week, all this money has to be on plan, and then in all of station.
So we, okay, we will see how to amplify that. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Let's get Pascal talking about what he said. Good morning. Good morning. I'm good, Pascal. I just hope Liberians too will help through this platform. So if we can create a rally for him, could be much more better. Okay. Yeah, Pascal. Yeah. So you talk more. So all us on the line, please just conclude. You go for 3 minutes. You go for 4 minutes now. Just conclude. Yeah. So we're not allow your one. We can allow your one to be on the show whole day. Mhm. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Pastor. Good morning. Mhm. Okay. Go ahead. Mhm. Oh, man, even during weird time when the economy was better as you think, people were still begging. People were still stranded and asking people to help. So it doesn't matter. It happens anywhere, even in the great America. Okay. Thank you. Good morning. Morning. Please lower your radio. You will answer that. Okay. Good morning. Go ahead. What is the current rest price? Okay. Okay. Good morning. Oh God. Before we go to the call, so tomorrow we'll open an SOS line for the brother. I want to do a formal interview of him after the show because we need to know how much is the rent before we can think about how much to raise. So I want to call him after the show, do a formal interview of him, and know what is the rent, and we can use this platform to do an SOS. So I want to consult my CEO about that, and we'll do that better. Good morning. Good morning. What is your name and where you call from? Go ahead. Okay. Thank you. Good morning. Good morning. What is your name and where you call from? So, please go ahead. Mm. Imam for the Muslim. Mm-hmm. 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 For the Christian. Mm-hmm. Head of. So what made people afraid of these names? Mm. 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 Mm-hmm. I'm getting you. I'm getting you. But the man telling you what his government, what their government has done, he saying he lie. You seeing it? Okay. Uh-huh. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Let's get this person. Good morning. Oh man, I don't like that. Please. Lower the radio. Yeah. What is your name? Is it what is district name again? Bon County? Oh, district number 5. Okay, go ahead. Mhm. So are you saying the government not doing anything? So. Mhm. Thank you. Enjoy your day in Bon County. The day I come in there, I'll call you. Okay. Good morning. Morning. What is your name and where you call from? Go ahead. Mm. 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 No, 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 no. Listen. We don't give people time because in our interest. You know how many people that talk here? Now in my interest, I talk about 3 minutes, 4 minutes. All right, I'll be respecting Pascal. Go ahead, just continue. Okay, thank you. Oh God, I don't know. I mean, Pascal, for your opinion, that's much trouble. Good morning. Morning. How are you, Joba? Go ahead. Mhm, mhm. Okay. Just hold it now. Just hold it now. Mhm, mhm, mhm. Fun, yeah. Mhm. Okay. Mhm. Thank you. Thank you. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, dear.
Morning, Rosetta.
Thank you for the opportunity. Good morning, my God. It is good following you.
Yeah, see what is following by the
I'm
phone.
the leader just like in a call, I think for help for every, I don't think we're getting each other to you. Although we need to be very critical as married thing. So I'm not going to think I'm going to also ever that we will come out with it and
Yeah. Tomorrow, yeah. Tomorrow there will be an SOL call. So tomorrow we'll open a line for that. Mhm.
also the issue. I did see the one of my regular calling it too. You know, see that it's the other people that was being accused of work for the rescue mission. Yesterday, I'm a spiritual guy. I'm going to tell you.
Mhm.
You have someone from the community who supported the rescue mission with you. See, somebody good at the CEO, the CEO had to, that's not going to agree. I will do the CEO. Then you have to say your in for eating. And see, there's very
My
good
girl,
that was so
my girl, we carry our car. You want spoil our lake out there? Okay.
Then he regret his good yesterday. I will feel of right.
Mm.
You see when we are getting that to see with so the people that are taking a part photo of something that was made. A man can see man can see that in for the people that was taking here.
Mm.
What will you allow that you know that there is just that equal at this they see they when that's the control they take in the context. Because you respect that people in the context your celebrating job reality, you have the camera everything. You have the point that just speaking to issue. And you see the need for in the job reality because to say the thing that had minister you give the nothing the rule law they say that in the context. Your point here you tell the job reality to everybody that you continue your bad for example for the this is my telling that one is for the
Okay. Thank you. Okay. Thank you, Rosa. Thank you, Rosetta. But they say for the January month, they say for the January month, they say for the January month it will increase. Thank you. They say for the January month it will increase. Now, so that way for January, you take January salary. Okay, so tomorrow we'll open the SOS line for the visually impaired guy. Thank you. Good morning. Morning. What is your name and where you come from? Go ahead. Geza Junction, I think of village. Okay. Okay. Mm, okay. La man of God, you're talking to Zoe. Okay. Mm, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. What is your name and where you come from? Bapuru County. Go ahead. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. So. Mm-hmm. So hello, hello, hello. Yeah. So who assigned you as the volunteer teacher? Were you assigned or you just went about that you want to be a volunteer? Mhm. 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 Okay. So I will call you after the show. I want to get more detail on that. So I will call you after the show and get more detail from you. Thank you. Rosetta is back on the line. Rosetta, 30 seconds. Mhm. Mhm. I hope I can lay here on that. I hope I can lay here. I need it. I need it. So send it to my. All right, let me know my WhatsApp number. Send it there. This number is my WhatsApp number. I need that recording. Okay. 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 So I'm going to contact him together. He's my colleague, Jonathan. Thank you. So he's my colleague media. He's my media colleague. I'm going to get that from him. Good morning. Good morning. Go ahead. Are you a real member of the Unity Party? Okay. Well, that's why you expected. So why would you want to apologize? What have you done? Okay. Thank you. Thank thank you so much. So let's get this person our final caller. Our final caller. Good morning. Mm-hmm. 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 To the Labyrinth people. Mhm. Okay. Hmm. Thank you. Thank you. Good morning. You. Please know you're ready. Morning, you are final caller now. I'm not accepting. Go ahead. Mhm. Okay. You asking me? You asking me, or who you asking? Okay. Uh-huh. Mhm. True and lie. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Oh. The public will answer that for you. So tomorrow, I'll ask that question before I start the show. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Mm. Thank you. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. We're not accepting calls, folks. We can be here and take the whole day. So, Michael, just you listen to the callers. In 3 minutes, just summarize and wrap up.
Yeah, there was I didn't get to understand most of them. It was kind of low on my end.
I don't know why. Yeah, so I'm gonna get a
Yeah,
technician working on that. I don't know
yeah, it
why.
was kind of low on my end. But there was a particular woman who was kind of listening very closely.
Mhm.
She was trying to point out some of the things the government has done exceptionally. She said she could name more, even she could name more, but the time was kind of limited. I mean, like that can be an isolated case. You say everything is okay in the country. A lot of other people got a bad testimony of the fact that things are okay. They don't press release or them analysis on the radio is changing anything. The reality is there. The last time when Spoon Radio and Spoon TV went in the marketplaces like Rare Light, they went to Dwala, They went to Waterside, they went to other places. The common people, the market spot is a place that people converge. People from different locations, they come there to sell. Those people from the various communities are the people that you see coming at the marketplace. Yeah, they are the people that are. I'm coming, man. My laptop trying to. My battery is running low. Okay, I'm okay. Yeah, so those people are the marketplace. Those marketplaces are people that come from the various communities and all of those. So, what was the opinion? You are just one isolated case, mama. That only you one seeing all the good. Maybe maybe you work in government or you got somebody close in government, so it's okay. But what about most of the common people that the people claim that they can, the rescue thing is not about the politicians. It's not about the regular politicians that will get a fat jobs. It's not about the family member of the
No,
politicians who will be.
a guy called from a guy called
That's
from Bong County. I think you
that's
listen to the
that's
guy from the caller from Bong County and the lady from Bapuru as well as the volunteer teacher.
yeah.
She said since they sent them there during the Christmas season, they could not.
Nothing happening. So the reality is clear on the ground for somebody who because maybe they are privileged to have some connection with somebody in government or they got some job or they are
No,
some
but equally so, we can't say the
you
government hasn't
cannot
done anything
use your
in totality, Mike.
subjective opinion. Also, yeah, we all our opinion is somehow subjective, but if we are speaking our own conversation, our position is generally in favor of the common people, the reality on the ground, what the common people are thinking. One man can say in chairman of the United Party came out, chairman of the United Party, how the government is doing well, economic progress, doing road development, doing the other one, the audacity. That thing with somebody to be shameless to the point that you come in, he's saying all that thing and you not do go, you don't do, and there is no signature project that they can point to besides the boot that the car hit the last time the police academy junction. There is no signature project that you've completed that you are pointing to, nothing visible. The sport park now you can see making Memorial Fund, the invisible 11, invisible, the invisible park
Invisible Park.
that making Monrovia Fund, the one PHP, or the Emory Hospital, the 14 Military Hospital, a lot of other things that happened around town that you see that you can point out today that make that change Monrovia to understand it. Around RA Road that you see today, George Weah was one of the only persons who gathered the courage to have started that project, a major one. And if he had another chance, he would have done better. Yeah, so those are the political angles we come from. But the reality is, when it comes to projects, you say you comparing, we are only comparing projects because the chairman did not come to explain stats. He did not come to call normal the Liberian people. You were making comparison with the CDC government. Oh, we did it one unlike the former government. Oh, we do it one unlike the former government. What the rule of law is being grossly disrespected. Where
Okay.
corruption, the altering budgets, the passing illegal instruments, they are bypassing PPCC laws. The payroll, they are manipulating payroll. They claim, I mean, yeah, on this one, the so-called, somebody say they claim that they improving the payroll. Why on earth you have 209 million for wage bill at the beginning of a year? You have not done any salary increment. In the end of the year, you got almost 300 million on alter. You know how many difference there? You claim that you're saving 2.4 million every month, every month. Why is the all turn up? Excuse me.
Okay.
Why is the all turn up? What is the all turn up? So all these things are things that we got to look at. The common people need to look at the reality. The common people see these things for themselves. The reality that Mr. Chairman thing, you ain't talking about all that baby boy in talking. You ain't going ready and go to that baby boy. What are the people accept that thing in talking?
Okay.
So, yeah, so that's just by the way. The party people should stop fooling the Liberian people. The reality, you can't. Somebody say you can't intellectual lies, pop. You can't intellectual lies hardship. So all that thing they're doing, the reality on the ground, the more you start lying to the people, the more they will get irritated. be doing your rescue success in your head. In reality, on the ground, be saying different thing. We
Thank you.
get only, yeah, let me. We got only 4 years, 7 months to election. Then I hear someone say 5. Now 5, 4 years, 7 months to election. 1 year, we get 4 years, 7 months. Now to election. So you have be in the know when the year end before the next year at the time we'll be talking about 3 years, 7 months.
Okay. Okay,
But
Michael.
it was a
So
good thing.
hope tomorrow will be here, and tomorrow we will raise a form for that visually impaired person.
Yeah, I didn't get his part clear. I said most of the callers were coming in low until
Okay.
they know
So
the
what I
ones
will
I
do,
came
yeah,
very close to and started listening are the ones I will actually
I'll
hear.
do a formal interview with him. The guy, he said uh he has a rent that should be paid, but he cannot afford that, and they are asking him out. But the only person that used to help him was the late Senator Johnson. So now that the senator is there, he don't know who to turn to. So we will do a formal interview with him after the show and play that tomorrow and see how we can do a SOS call. But we have to know how
Which
much is
is
the
good. It has to be established. The fact
Mhm.
has to be established as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah, so we have to know what is the rent, who is he paying the rental, and we have to know all of these things and see how we can help if possible. So tomorrow we also hope that all of the callers that I also call them will also be available to help tomorrow because we have to help each other. For a visually impaired person,
So I think if it will be the case, there are some things that need to be verified today before
yeah.
you
So we'll
do.
talk about that. We'll talk about that after that. I'll call you so that we can verify that.
Yeah, so it's a good thing. I mean, the best thing to do is to stand with our fellow people, our fellow Liberians. It's just that what you are doing, you got to do it cautiously because you don't know when you know who wants to take advantage of the system. When the person is authentic, that's a good one. That's a good initiative. That's
So
a
I will
good
try
thing.
to reach out to him in person to see.
Okay.
All right, Michael. I will
Okay.
see you tomorrow. And tomorrow we hope. I think we hope to look at most of these things. I will try to edit some of the videos to listen to some of the parts, and so that we can provide more statistics on the press release again tomorrow.
Yeah, I think if we talk about it tomorrow, I think I'll look at some of the stats from the past governments or other numbers to talk about. But I think that whole thing was vague. Most of the things he was talking, you're just jumping all over the place. You didn't see anything. He was trying to mesmerize the people. They seemed to we're waiting for the sonar too. So yeah, waiting to
Yeah,
see.
we are waiting the sooner. We're waiting the
Uh,
sooner. Thank you.
I think has changed. Okay, bro. Okay.
So Michael Ta uh, was here with us, and tomorrow we're gonna be here on the weekend edition. So let me say thanks to all of you for following. This is Blaze Radio, and the program is Wakeup Call. You always give me the enthusiasm to always be here. No matter how we disagree, we always have to disagree to agree to one common goal because Liberia is the most priority. So we all have to see what is best for Liberia. Remember, don't trouble trouble before trouble trouble. So my name is Archie Sebab. You have a wonderful time ahead.